Here's how you go about getting around in your MUM subscription. If you're an individual hospital or an individual clinic, you'll only have one location when you log in. But if you're part of a health system and you have access rights to the entire health system, there'll be a drop down in the upper right hand corner identifying the different elements of the health system to which you have access rights. Navigation is pretty much the same thing whether you're a hospital or a physician group, with the exception that physicians have an extra tab for financial manager. So let's use physician as the example for how to get around in MUM. The next thing that you need to know is that the MUM compliance database has separate places for every individual attestation year, and once we hit 2014, you'll have the option to log into separate stages for within that attestation year. That'll be particularly important with large physician groups who may have physicians in multiple stages concurrently. So always be aware that the master drop-down is going to be defining what year that you're in. Whenever you log into MUM, you're going to come to this page, which I'll refer to as either the home page or the dashboard page. And you can always come back to the home page by clicking on the logo wherever you are. The tabs that you see across the page may depend a little bit on the rights that you have. Some users may not see the tab for new and updated requirements. From the dashboard, let's explore the individual tabs. Manage Requirements takes you to a listing of all the meaningful use requirements. And in our nomenclature, remember, when we talk about requirements, we're talking about not only meaningful use, but also public health connectivity, quality reporting, and all of the requirements that document and define what it means to be eligible for meaningful use. Each of these can be accessed by selecting the criterion and looking down at a specific subset of measures that are associated with that criterion. Selecting all obviously gives you everything. I'm going to go back to the dashboard by clicking on the logo. And we're going to take a look at Plan Manager, which is a very nice tool within MUM that you can use to identify work plan tasks. Financial Manager, in the physician side, summarizes for every individual physician year by year how much money they should expect to get from the Meaningful Use program, as well as identifying in green payments that they will have received in the past. Again, click on the logo to go back to the dashboard. On the dashboard, what we'll always see is in the physician dashboard, one row per physician. In the hospital, this will be one row per department or per group of people that you're holding accountable for a particular set of measures. Navigating over to the red, yellow, green to the stoplight metaphor part of the dashboard, you'll see 4 columns. In each of these columns are summarized groups of requirements based on the 4 criteria we talked about earlier. In order to access the list of requirements that are pertinent to a particular row, simply click on the text in the yellow box. That text will take you to a summary screen where, if you care to, for the physician or in the hospital world, a department, you can summarize status. You can create a very lengthy status detail. You can even create mitigation plans associated with this particular physician or department if that's the level that you care to do your documentation. Scrolling down further, you'll see the individual requirements that are assigned to this department or physician within this criterion. Also, take note of the top link bar here. Clicking on the Admin tab, if you have administrator rights, will give you access to being able to update physicians or departments, create user-defined values for your group, and even apply payments if you're in the physician world. Going back to the Normal tab takes us back again to the dashboard. The Data tab gives you the ability to do quick entry and mass maintenance. We covered these under a separate topic. Reporting, also covered in a separate topic, takes you to a list of reports within MUM, and you can navigate those reports by the Reports drop-down. That's it for your basic MUM navigation. Pretty easy, isn't it?